Hello everyone, it's Roidman, and welcome back to inFAMOUS. Last time, we completed all the good side missions, and now this time, we are going to complete all the evil side missions that we could do. Now this is a little bit of post-commentary, so I'm a little bit sorry about this, but the first actually, we covered a side mission, and figured out about this evil karma.
Some guys in my squad got hurt fighting the Reapers. If you help them, I'll give you these blast shards.
I could do what this guy wants. Get on his good side. Or maybe I just take the shards right now.
So we easily just take the blast shards, and after we take the blast shards, so basically the police officers don't like that, so we just have to go and end up killing them. So we just end up killing that one.
So, I was looking at those posters of you people have been hanging, and I think we should start a line of them. You know, use them to make some
Sorry, I had to bio-leech this guy. But basically, I will meet you to our first evil side mission, which will be Dirty Job. So, at this first side mission, basically, the good side missions are basically for police, but our evil side missions are a little bit complicated at first, because we're just helping out civilians. Once I accept this mission. I accept the mission already.
I know you're not above getting your hands dirty. If you kill this guy, I'll make it worth your while. I'll make it worth your while. He's usually hanging around Archer Square. But try not to let the cops see you.
So basically, we just have to go to Archer Square and look for this guy and kill him. I did take a few looks at the picture to make sure I know what he looks like. He's a guy with a yellow jacket and a black beanie, and has a gun. So I started basically comparing a lot of people to the picture. But finding this guy was actually easy. It's just, I just took way too much time finding him. Because he literally walked right in front of me. So I had to compare where he was, and then he starts running from you. Basically, all you have to do is just shoot him and make sure that he's dead. Simple as that. And it just shows that we kill him. And then all we have to do is just go back to the reward and collect our reward. Which is over there. So, let's see here. Yep. We just go back to her, report back, and...
Nice. That bastard's finally dead. I'll get your reward.
Speaking of cops,
things from the cops.
Basically the cops decide to ambush us. Luckily, they're no stronger than the Reapers are. Actually, the Reapers are a lot stronger. All they are just civilians with guns. All you have to do is just shoot them, dodge them, and such. They're not much of a threat. So, after you shoot all the police officers, collect our reward. And basically that is our first evil side mission completed. And does lock our first good side mission. Now, I was going to skip at this part just to get to this side mission, but there's going to be a huge reason why I didn't. Because it should be coming up in about... Yeah, this is a gas station. Cole can't drive cars, so what happens when we shoot the gas station? Yeah, that happens. And cue a phone call.
Oh, just saw this hellacious explosion. What the hell was that?
I blew up the gas station.
What? Just because you can't drive enough men doesn't mean no one else wants to. We could have used that gas.
Oh, like you wouldn't have done the same thing.
Touche, Capitan.
So yeah, shooting the gas station can actually raise up your evil karma. So if you ever see a gas station, shoot it. You'll actually get some more evil karma out of it. And plus, it's just fun blowing it up. So our next evil side mission is right here, which is no forgiveness, I believe. Yep.
My family died in the blast, all of them, because of you. I'm gonna see you pay for what you've done.
And with that, they take a cheap shot at us, and we decide to go chasing them, to be ambushed by a bunch of police officers. So, what you typically want to do here is try to get them into a point where you have the more advantage, but what I did here was a little bit dumb. What I did was get into more line of fire just to get some electricity. So what I did then was I had to pull back and find myself some electricity to recover. Which luckily I did. So with that electricity now helping us, we shoot some more people. Shoot some of those people. We shoot some of those people. And we're good. And it does lock our second side mission. Now we'll meet you at the third side mission. So this side mission is called Rampage.
The cops are pulling together a large force so they can take you down. I bet if you cause enough havoc, you can...
So all we have to do is basically cause enough destruction to basically draw out the cops. So what I started doing was blowing up these cars, one by one. But one thing I did not do was took care of the Reapers who were on the roof. They start taking simple shots at me, which will basically be my first little mistake. I started looking for electricity just to get some health back because I decided to ignore the Reapers. And I also decided to shoot some civilians, but blowing up the cars is more of the way you want to go. Once you get to the level of craziness, the police start coming out. Shoot one police officer and the rest will come out. Unfortunately, because the Reapers and cops are actually on two different sides, does not mean they'll fight each other. They're going to take out Cole, which is more of a threat to both of them. So that's where I made a mistake of not taking care of the Reapers first. So I started trying to get myself some electricity by even walking past a cop. And I started shooting more of the cops and realized I'm still at a disadvantage point. So I started trying to look for more electricity. Well, I tried blowing up cars to ward off the cops, but at a certain point, I get headshot. Yeah. So it does put us back at moderate, and I start blowing up the cars over here because it's a lot easier. Once you get to crazy, then you can start fighting the cops, which will always spawn at the same place where the mission tells them to. So basically, we have to go back to where that bridge is. Luckily, the Reapers are not on the roof, so we have more of an advantage here then. Once you shoot one police officer, the rest will come out and they will fight. And I started trying to lure them more towards here just to line them up better. But the thing is, one advantage the cops do have is they blend in with the civilians a lot, so I can't really tell them apart from civilian and regular person. So a lot of times I'm shooting a civilian when I should be shooting the police officers. I do try to take advantage of the cars by blowing them up and hoping that they'll die. But they start doing a lot more damage than I thought they would, so I decided to fall back and get some electricity. So I started shooting this police officer, who actually did follow me, so that was a good thing. and I took care of whatever officer was there. Now it comes to the difficult point where the rest of the police officers are staying on the bridge, which means I have to draw myself out in the open. So I did that, blew up a police car, hoping that takes care of the majority of them, which it almost worked. Tried to do a shockwave to see if I could get one of them back off, but what I needed was like a few police officers left down, and they were not being cooperative, so I had to get in there and shoot the rest of them. Luckily, that was the rest of them, and that does complete our last evil side mission. And it unlocks all the good side missions that we could do. Now, one thing I should probably note on these side missions is evil and good side missions can only be attempted if you're in good or evil karma. So, even if you want to do a good side mission and you have evil karma, you can't do it until you're good. At least, you have to be at least 1% good. So if you're even 1% evil, you can't do anything. So I do start buying myself some power-ups, and basically I go through all the things that I could go through. Especially with both Arc Lightning and Overlord Burst, which we still need 2 more side missions just to even look at. So I will explain that at a later time. So I start looking through all the powers of what I could buy, and one of the powers I decided to buy, if it was a scroll, is a shockwave for evil, which if an enemy is caught in the shockwave, it will electrocute them. So that'll be helpful for later fights. So I decided to buy it. And now I decided to buy some other stuff to increase my damage and such. Or my drain too. And the last thing I decided to buy was melee, which only cost me 1,000. So next time on inFAMOUS, we'll be continuing our story with hopefully less post-commentary.